So this is my trip to Mark Twain Lake and Hannibal, Missouri. We went in July of my senior year. This is what the view was on the way down there. It's really pretty view on the way down there. Um, a lot of farmland. And we stayed at Canyon Dam, which is a little convenience store that has like fishing equipment, and it's attached to cabins. This is actually a picture of our door of our cabin. It was really pretty, and the cabins are really small. We didn't spend much time there though because the lake was gorgeous. Um, I really like fishing, as well as most of my family members, like my dad and my stepmom, like fishing. It's really only my sister that doesn't like it. And we caught a lot of fish. Like, each one of these pictures is a separate fish. It was mostly bluegill. Although at the end of our trip, my stepmother did catch a largemouth bass. We did throw it back because I'm not really a fish eater. But we did also do s'mores, and s'mores were a lot of fun. Just spending time with my family was really nice. I don't get to do that as often as I would like. And the next day we went in about an hour away and went to Hannibal, Missouri, um, just to kind of visit historical stuff. My family's really big on history, and so the first thing we decided to do in order to see as much of the history of Hannibal as possible was to take the trolley, because they have like a little tour where they explain things, and it's a lot of fun. And one of the first things that we looked at was the Mark Twain statue, because Hannibal is the birthplace of Mark Twain. They also had statues such as like Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer, and a lot of really cool old buildings that were actually mentioned in a lot of Mark Twain's books, such as like an old jailhouse, an old bank that still stands there, which is really, really cool. They also had a small railroad system and a cave that you could go through, but you couldn't go through the entrance pictured because it was still very dangerous. And then afterwards, we kind of hung out. We had lunch, and we found this really cool history museum that we looked through. And they had a lot of older things, like old dolls, and they had an old typewriter, which I find awesome because I love typewriters. I wish we could still use them quite often. I think they're great. And an old gas oven, and just a lot of really cool older stuff. This would actually be the end of our trip. Um, that was essentially what we did, and then afterwards we went home. So that's it. This had me, my sister, my dad, all of those people. And I actually took all those photos. They were all taken at either Mark Twain Lake or the town of Hannibal, Missouri. But it was a lot of fun.